And it's Watson. And outside it is caught. Touchdown, Jerry Jeudy.
Well, that's what they're going to need. Jeudy to step up and produce. A really good route runner he's been since coming in the league. And going on the rookie Carson, Deshaun throws a strike to the front pylon, and that's the way to...
Cover it all for you. And Ford is going to get in for the touchdown. Cleveland will punch one more home with 29 seconds to go as Jerome Ford has his first of the year.
Throw, Watson slithers through. A marathon drive for the Browns leads to a touchdown.
Buffalo Bills as an offensive coordinator, and watch these guys up front. Batonio coming right there.
They start from the Giants 24. Deshaun Watson into the end zone. Touchdown on the first play from scrimmage, Amari Cooper. First and goal, fake to Foreman.
There it is.
Watson end zone, touchdown, Cooper. His second today.
Formation. Play action. Watson wide open in the end zone. Touchdown Browns. And it's Whitehart capping off a huge opening drive on the road. 15 plays for the score.
In the backfield for the Browns.
Third down and 1. They do get a good push. Ball is out. Fumbled and scooped up by Cleveland. And into the end zone goes Rodney McLeod.
A personality like that right now for this offense.
Fourth down. Over the middle. Tough catch in the end zone, and it is a touchdown for Akins.
It's cover 2. We used to call this ricochet. You run right at the Mike linebacker. You take it to the back, and then you're expecting that ball high and to the outside. Quarterback's just going to trust his big body tight end's going to go up. It's not bad coverage by Wagner. It's just a really good throw.
From 57, it's blocked. Blocked by Myles Garrett. Wow. And it's taken back all the way by the former Eagle, Rodney McLeod. What a turn of events.
Yeah, let's take a look again, Kenny. You hear that? Boom, boom. You know it's blocked. Kickers don't want to hear that. Double tap. Myles Garrett gets up there, and Rodney McLeod gets the touchdown. Look at how athletic Myles Garrett is. 280 pounds, jumps over the offensive lineman, times it up beautifully to get that block. And the Browns get the ball on offense to start this.
Got to try and let Chubb take this in. Remember, the Browns get it to start the second half. Pitch play. Chubb in. Touchdown. So this is going to stay a 1-point lead for the Bengals.
Yeah, after a couple tries of trying to hit it up inside, they're just going to give it a toss. You get Chubb on the end. They string out that Cincinnati defense. You get an excellent block inside. Outside by Jeff Swaim, and Nick Chubb does the rest. That's got to feel real. And Jameis Winston has nowhere to go.
Winston high, back of the end zone. It is caught, touchdown.
Oh, what a catch.
And that's going to breathe a little life into Cleveland.
Yeah, what a catch.
Njoku.
He's up and both feet down. Boy, that's a great catch. And hey, onside kick. I tell you what, it's not a high likelihood, but you get the onside kick, and Spiro looks like.
A first down. Winston looking toward the end zone for Njoku. What a grab! Oh my! Eddie Jackson had no chance.
If you're Eddie Jackson, there he is, right in his hip, right there, but watch him go up over Jackson and grab that ball. Just an excellent play.
Eddie Jackson wanted a push off.
Pretty incredible. Everybody's moving around for the Ravens. Yeah, here's Tillman. Tillman on the slant into the end zone. Doorstep of 20. Cedric Tillman's first touchdown of the year.
Never got lined up. Look at all these guys walking around, looking at each other. That shows up too much on the Ravens defensive tape this year. And it didn't even look like Armour Davis.
Winston going for it all for the end zone for Tillman. He's got it! To this 38-yard touchdown pass.
The Ravens came with pressure again. It had been working on the drive, but that time it did not. Tillman in the slot, running the over route, and boy, he just absolutely dusted Eddie Jackson. That is
to what Aditi has told us on Mac. So you hope that he is okay. That pass from Winston caught by Tillman, and they say incomplete. Just ran out of green grass in that back corner of the end zone. And it was Cam Hart who was right there for the Chargers.
Again, I'm just a little surprised that they haven't. I think that's the first.
Boy, that was close.
Yes, I think that's the first go route down the sideline that we've seen the Browns throw. They have been adamant about this. Boy, I think that's a touchdown. Holy smokes, that is a great job of getting that toe down.
So inside of 2 minutes, the review process automatically initiated.
Yeah, but the question, did he have control of the football? So I think the feet are down, but watch the football as he's going to the ground.
After reviewing the play, it is a touchdown.
But it looked like to me, it did look like to me on one of those angles that at first he secures it, but then the ball does come out as he's going to the ground.
But time, NFL Coach of the Year. Winston steps up on first down. Now he throws wide open. It's Jeudy across midfield and still going. Jerry Jeudy inside the Saints 20. The 10 takes it all the way 89 yards for a Cleveland touchdown.
He said they come in man-to-man coverage. If we can beat them in man-to-man coverage, we're going to have a shot. Alontae Taylor is one-on-one with no help on Jerry Jeudy. They brought the safety down. They were expecting run. Instead, they come with the play. And it's all of a sudden, it's very challenging for a defense to stop him.
Play action on first down. As Winston throws to the end zone. It is caught. Touchdown, Elijah Moore.
Jameis Winston extending the play, gets out there, and Elijah Moore gets behind the secondary. Both feet look like they're down inbounds for the touchdown for the Browns. What a throw. Great concentration and awareness by Elijah.
On the one. Chubb scores. To the end zone goes Nick. And Cleveland takes the lead. Ford in motion. Winston under pressure. Gonna run it into the end zone. Whoa.
When he was talking to Kaylee in the pregame, saying how blessed he feels to have a chance to play tonight and how fitting here, a fourth down play. The Steelers caught in
from the gun. Hands it off. To the end zone goes Chubb. Touchdown Browns. Not sure I want this thing. This one's too much fun.
I know. Oh, man, it's so good to see 24 in a Browns uniform.
Over the middle, that's caught for Njoku and a touchdown.
Maybe Cody Barton here could have carried it a little bit and certainly helped out. But this was easy, and the reason it was easy for Winston was because he had great anticipation. He threw it right off Cody.
Winston, end zone, Njoku, touchdown. What a throw, and maybe the catch even better with Brandon Jones all over him.
Well, I'm not sure where Njoku wanted the ball as he comes off the line of scrimmage. He starts to like his outside, then he's on his inside, and he's backpedaling. And it looked like that might have been enough for the ball to be an overthrow, but he's able to go up and make a play over Jones. That's a great job by this offense. Difference in what would have likely been an incompletion or a touchdown.
Can Cleveland answer? They try with Judy. They got him. He's going the other way. Touchdown as the Browns and Broncos trade blows. Wow. 70 yards to the former Bronco, Jerry Judy. Pressure coming. Wide open touchdown, Chubb. And just perfectly read by Jameis Winston. Winston got it to Chubb, who was unchecked.
Yeah, unchecked. Just another bust in the coverage, and hats off to Ken Dorsey. You know, and some of the calls that he made, giving this offense an opportunity to make some plays, starting with the 3rd and 15 conversion.
On the near side, coming off a monster performance. Here's Winston throwing on the run, and he's got him. That was Judy for the touchdown.
He surprised them when they played in their last game, and right here, great vision and throws a strike.
5.5 minute drive to this point. Winston, end zone bound, and it's caught by Njoku.
Chance of it happening here, and this was a great throw, and Njoku to get up there and high point that shows off his development over the years. He's really turned into a great tight end.
He really is. He is a force.
He's been disruptive. 2nd and 23, handoff Ford. And Ford, clean cut to the outside. And Ford takes it all the way. Touchdown, Browns. No shutout.
A lane. Watch here. As he cuts up. Now watch up right here. And you mentioned Woods. There's Woods 81. And then watch here gets to the outside. There's Judy right there, number 3. And then the speed of Ford. All of a sudden, he just takes off and goes. But look at Judy. Good positioning. He sees it now.
And watch the inside zone, and then here on this formation, the option for him to keep it around the left edge.
This is Ford, and he's in.
Here, and then is able to get up on the linebacker, Davis Gaither. And then Ford just hits it, hits that crease. Really well done.
Comes across in motion. Zappi from the pocket, throws it near the pylon, and touchdown. They find Akins, and finally this one will stand, and Cleveland does snap that streak of touchdown-free possessions.